Harley, baby, Harley.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Harley.
He's not a fan of Harleys, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Mentone Beach, baby. We're in Mentone Beach, California, picking up a Harley. All right, we're at an undisclosed location. Mr. Pearson, what do you think? Picking up a little Harley. I couldn't pass it up. It had a good price tag on it, so we're gonna go ahead and take her home, give her a new home for a little while, and see what we think. I'll be doing some more videos on this, just kind of going through it and getting a few things done. It's been sitting for a minute, so we're gonna check and make sure everything's all good. Cheers. Straight shot. Straight shot, Vance and Hine.
Corbin seat.
Corbin seat. It's got the, supposed to be getting the OEM seat too. I'm not sure if he has it stashed somewhere or what, but yeah, this thing's pretty much unmolested. I don't think anything really crazy has been added or taken away from it. Maybe a few little doodads. It also has some forward controls, so we're not complaining for the price. All right, I'm back from our little adventure with Donnie Boy, and we picked up that little Harley Sportster, the 2000 Harley Sportster, and she's got about 10,000 and some change on her, and I know my friend did not do the 10,000 mile maintenance, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. I wanna do a little walk around on this bike. I got a great deal on it, I think. I think it was a fair deal at the very least, and kind of walk you around the bike and show you how cool it is, and then we'll go from there. I do need to put a battery in it. Let me just show you. I'll show you what we got going on. But anyhow, this is a 2000 Harley Sportster, and I believe it's a sport, is what I gathered. You can see the battery is out of the battery box there because the old battery was bad. He said he recently rode it. It's got standard controls on it and some highway pegs. He's got a windscreen on it and some bags. The bike's in really good shape. It's been well taken care of. He had recently put tires on it. I heard it run probably 6 months ago. So my hope is that when we throw this battery in, we'll get the thing started. But it is due for oil change and primary, whatever, the transmission, primary gear case change. So we're going to do that. There's the battery box cover. There's some forward controls there that if I don't like the standard controls, I'll put the forward controls on. I've got the manual with it too. So there's the 10,000 mile service that needs to be done. Purchased an oil filter. Now I have probably enough Lucas to do the primary case too, but I bought this red line, and so I'll probably use that. Again, I'm probably not going to put those forward controls on to start with. I kind of want to try these out. It's got a Corbin seat on it that's showing some signs of wear, but it looks comfortable enough for me. And these bags are pretty cool, so I am not too worried about that. So let's get started. We're going to put that battery in this bike and get her started. Before I forget, I wanted to mention too, these absorb glass mat batteries, when you're charging them, I was topping this one off. This is a new one. It's good to have a trickle charger that is set up for the AGM battery. Otherwise, you're going to smoke that battery. So just another little tip. We're going to put that AGM battery in. That's what Harley likes to see in those, and we'll go from there. All right, first step is the battery in the box. Let's get her done and see this baby fire. I think it's going to be a cool bike. I'm real excited about this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know a lot of people think these are girl bikes. I've never had a Harley. Never really had a big desire to have one. But in my older age, it looks more appealing all the time. I do love the adventure bike. I do love the smaller bikes. And around the corner, I do love the scooters too. So I'm not partial to any of them, to tell you the truth. But I saw this deal, and the beauty of this bike, I thought it was a pretty nice looking bike, and I didn't want to pass it up. I mean, look at, it's just set up really nice, very clean, very well taken care of. Nobody's really messed with it, you know what I mean? So we're going to go through everything. We're going to go through the brakes and all this just to make sure everything's tip-top condition. I also wanted to mention too that I'm adding a plug for the trickle charger. So when it's not being ridden, which will be a lot of the time, that trickle charger will be on it and it'll make it a little easier to manage. It always sucks going out when you want to ride a bike and you go to start it and it just won't do anything. So we want to get this thing set up so when we want to ride it, it's there to ride. This is not an enjoyable battery install. I can tell you that right now, folks. I've installed a lot of motorcycle batteries before, but this one was not a fun install. The cables they make significantly short enough to do nothing but barely reach the back side of this. Kind of like a GM pickup truck scenario or a vehicle scenario where there's side post cables and they barely reach. So you kind of got to weasel half the battery in and half out. And plus I was trying to put this battery tender on here. So I got this on here and I'm going to go ahead and probably just route this down through here. Maybe hang it out here somewhere or tuck it up where it's not really exposed much. Then we're going to get this fender cleaned up while we got the seat off. And then we will see if this baby will fire up. I think it's going to. My friend says it will, and I believe him. So let's get her done. So far, we've got the battery in, and we've got this all zip tied up. The battery tender cable. You can use that for accessories too, heated gear and stuff. And we're going to go ahead and see if this will go. We're going to turn the go-go juice on to on. We got her on. And we are going to give it a go and see what happens. Hopefully she'll fire now that she's got a fresh battery in her. Let's see. Oh yeah, baby, we got power. Now let's see what we got as far as starting power. Hopefully it's better than that last one. Last battery. Ooh, she's turning over. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Check us out on Instagram at ManCave_Mayhem. And just remember, folks, what are we, Don? I have no idea. We're just men in a cave causing mayhem. Loser!